Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most heated rivalries in Formula One, George Russell versus Max Verstappen. The tension between these two has been building for a while, but after the explosive clash in Qatar, it seems like Russell is far from backing down. With Mercedes making serious progress in the past few months, could we be witnessing the start of a full-fledged battle on the grid? With Mercedes reportedly making massive strides in car development, the big question remains, will Russell finally be able to challenge Verstappen head-on, even if it isn't for the championship title just yet? One of the most talked about controversies of 2024 has been the ongoing beef between Russell and Verstappen. Both drivers haven't held back in expressing their disdain for each other. Verstappen went as far as calling Russell two-faced, accusing him of saying one thing in front of the cameras while behaving differently behind closed doors. According to Max, Russell lacks consistency in his standards, and that's something he can't respect on the grid. Russell, however, has been just as outspoken, making it clear that he won't be intimidated. The Brit has emphasized that he's learning to stand up for himself, and that includes calling out Verstappen's aggressive driving style. After a season where he secured 3 race wins, one of which was taken away due to a car weight limit issue, Russell is more motivated than ever to prove himself. Discussing his mindset going into the new season, Russell stated, "I'm not going to accept being pushed around and disrespected so openly and publicly. I've seen plenty of people use intimidation to get ahead, but someone has to stand up to drivers like Max. Nobody has done that before, and it's time for a change." Both drivers share an undeniable fire when they hit the track, but the key difference lies in Verstappen's championship winning experience. That experience could prove crucial in determining the outcome of their battle. However, Russell is a driver with strong principles, and while he wasn't initially chosen as the outright leader at Mercedes, especially after Lewis Hamilton's shocking move to Ferrari, it's clear he has the potential to fight for a championship in the near future. Reflecting on his career growth, Russell added, "This will be my 7th year in Formula One, and I'm starting to recognize my own voice and the impact I can make. Watching last season unfold, I was frustrated by how Max dominated with an aggressive style that went unchallenged. The only driver who ever stood up to him was Lewis, and that was back in 2021. It's time for someone else to step up." Even though Russell wasn't directly involved in last year's title fight, he understands the importance of pushing back against Verstappen's tactics. Looking ahead to 2025, he knows he could soon find himself in a position where he'll need to take on Max head-to-head. By standing firm now, he's laying the groundwork for a potential title challenge in the near future. Meanwhile, Red Bull is facing significant challenges with the ABB21, while Mercedes is confident that their latest W6 upgrades will allow them to compete at the front much more frequently. This sets the stage for an intense showdown that could reshape the dynamic at the top of the grid. Russell has spoken about the improvements Mercedes has made, saying there aren't necessarily massive changes from last year to this year, but there are upgrades we've been developing for a long time, things we couldn't implement in 2024, but have finally been able to introduce. We're optimistic that this is a major step forward. With all these developments, Russell is confident that he has a real shot at fighting Verstappen for the championship. He emphasized, "I feel ready. The team is motivated. The past couple of years have been trial and error, but every time we've had a car capable of winning, we've won. That gives me hope that if we have the right package, we can achieve great things." Of course, the biggest challenge isn't just Verstappen. It's also ensuring Mercedes builds a car capable of competing for wins consistently. With rising star Andrea Kimi Antonelli joining the team, the pressure is on Russell to establish himself as the clear leader. Antonelli is not your average rookie. He's expected to push for victories from day one. If Russell wants to focus on battling Verstappen, he first needs to cement his authority within his own team. Russell isn't the only driver changing his approach toward Verstappen. Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc have also adjusted their racing styles, realizing that Verstappen struggles more when he doesn't have the fastest car. In past races, we've seen Max resort to last-second defensive moves and aggressive tactics when under pressure. However, recent stewarding decisions, like in Mexico, indicate that F1 officials may no longer tolerate such behavior. Norris acknowledged this shift, stating, "I need to get my elbows out against Max. I'm not willing to give up positions easily, but I also need to be a smart driver. It's a different challenge when you're racing Max." Leclerc echoed similar sentiments, admitting that he now understands how to race Verstappen without getting caught up in incidents. This could be crucial in 2025, especially with Hamilton as his new teammate at Ferrari. Looking ahead, one major difference between last year and this upcoming season is that Verstappen won't have the same advantage he did in 2024. With Lewis Hamilton at Ferrari and the revolutionary design of the MCL39, the playing field has been reset. While Max remains the biggest threat for the championship, his dominance won't come as easily as before. So, what do you think? Can the Russell versus Verstappen rivalry translate into an on-track battle for the ages? More importantly, can Russell establish himself as the true leader at Mercedes and challenge for the title in a fair fight? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to hear more about the latest F1 bombshells and team changes, click on the video appearing on your screen right now. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for all the latest updates. See you in the next one.